Jack in the Box. New, but I think they're re-released. I think they may have had these at some times, or at some time. Spicy. This is the Nashville Hot Popcorn Chicken. So they have the Nashville Hot Popcorn Chicken. They got the Nashville Hot Mozzarella Sticks. I think the chicken's just going to be better. I know it's better. Well, I haven't tried the Mott Sticks, but I've tried this before. And here's the deal. I reviewed this yesterday. And I thought to myself, you know what? I need to give it a second shot. I need to give it a second shot because I was super impressed with the overall quality of the chicken and the spice level of it. And the overall flavor, everything about it was just really good. So I thought to myself, because I remember saying in the video yesterday, I didn't post that video, but it's basically the same thing I'm doing now. Just this is my second time. But I remember saying in that video, it might just be that location, because fast food sometimes can be dependent on location. So nonetheless, Nashville Hot Popcorn Chicken, small box, $5.49 for this. I got some buttermilk ranch to go with it, and their honey garlic sriracha, which I've never tried before. So far, we're off to a good start. The smell in the bag on the way home, you could smell some flavors, and it smelled really nice. It didn't smell overly spicy, but smelling them in there is a bit of it's a great flavor coming off of these, but a really good, also kind of underlying spicy note. So here's what we're working with. Little popcorn chickens. I keep wanting to say popcorn shrimp. Yeah. Yeah. They're as good as they were yesterday. They're legit. Again, it's not like a chili head spice level. It's not going to blow you out of the water. But there's a good little spice to this. Even just that one piece right there. I can feel a little bit on the tongue. Again, it hits the throat. It's the top of the throat where it hits, though. Really good. There's a good crunch, a good color to these, a good texture. The chicken is juicy. It's tender. When you take a bite of these, you get hit with a little bit of juice from the chicken. It kind of spurts out at you, which is nice. I like it. And then it's cooked really well. Good heat. Took me a while to get these back home tonight because it's rush hour traffic at this time. It took a while. They're holding good heat in the box. They're holding good heat within the coating itself. And again, that powder, the Nashville seasoning that they're using on these, it does kind of go and gravitate towards the back of the throat. See if I can get some buttermilk ranch open. Maybe we'll have to go without a dipping review. Ah, there we go. Fair enough. But, I wanted to make sure that it wasn't just that location or, and I think they just dropped yesterday when I did the original video, maybe a day or so before. I don't know. But they're pretty recent. So I just wanted to make sure, again, went to a different location and these taste 100% identical. Now you can get a large box as well. But there's a good amount in this. Let's try this honey garlic sriracha. I've never had this before. I didn't even know they had this. Ooh. It's a little liquidy, but it smells phenomenal. Wow. Some of them are bigger, you know. Ooh. The honey garlic sriracha has something to it as well. I can see a little chunk of red pepper in there. I like that. It's a little runny for my taste, but that's pretty good. This one's coated really nice. You can see they are a little greasy. And I remember this from yesterday's video, or you know what I did. At one point, I was thinking to myself that maybe it's just not a powdered seasoning that they're using on these. Maybe there's a liquid that they're using. But I can confirm after trying them again now, and I confirmed it then too because it just became obvious, but the amount of powder that they're using on there, and then the fact that these are pretty greasy, okay, so that's one kind of negative, but it tastes great. But it creates almost a sauce within the powder itself, you know, on these little popcorn shrimps. And you can see it there at the bottom. I like these. I like these a lot. I think they've done a really good job with this. There is a little bit of warmth on the palate. There's a little bit of warmth in the front of the mouth. And then every so often, that powder that they're using hits you right back here. Right where your tongue kind of, you know, goes back right there. And it kind of gives you a little something. I like it with the buttermilk ranch. Yesterday when I reviewed this and tried it for the first time, all I used was this. I didn't know they had the other ones. So today I thought we'll spice it up a little more and try this one. I think both work really well. I think though the honey sriracha garlic or honey sriracha here, while it does add an extra depth of a little bit of spice for us, it takes away more than the ranch does, the buttermilk ranch of the Nashville hot seasoning. So if you want to keep it just with that seasoning, I would suggest the ranch. I think the ranch is a good play. I'm kind of liking the ranch better with it, surprisingly. I like the sriracha because it adds an extra little layer of heat. Okay, so here's what you can see. See how it's glistening A lot more than any of the other ones I've shown you. That's the side that was on the bottom, of course. And then the front. And you can see it down there. It's degrees and the amount of powder that they've used. I'm kind of thinking they might have just shook them up in this box, because there's a good amount kind of all over the sides of the box. Maybe not. Who knows? But these things are good. I like this. They need to... The seasoning that they're using is one of the better Nashville hot seasonings from like a fast food, national, mainstream place that I've had. And I haven't had a lot, but, you know. Some of them, you just keep popping them back. I remember yesterday thinking at the beginning, and even mentioning in the video, that $5.49 was overpriced. And I still think it is for what you have here. But just like yesterday, eating an entire small box of them, you know, they're hitting the craving. It's satisfying the crave. And while I'm not full, I'm content, you know. So I think for people like me that I don't eat a lot during the day, never have, probably never will. I try to go throughout the workday without eating. I'll eat a banana around lunchtime, and then I eat my cereal for breakfast, and that's all I have. That's all I've had today until this. And so for people like that, if you wanted to grab this for lunch, just this alone, I think you'd be doing fine. And I think it would help and hit the craving. And so for that, $5.49 isn't bad, right? Because you don't need a burger, fries, and a drink, in my opinion. Good crunch on these. They're not overdone though. Both times. Right on. And you can see the grease and the powder. Yesterday's video, there was a good glob of it right down there. And I was able to scoop it out and get it. Guys, it's one of the better fast food, hot, spicy, warm releases that I've had, to be honest. Just standing on its own. I mean, it doesn't. They're not skimping. I think that some people would find this really hot. I think some people would find this, you know, kicked up a notch. Because even for me, I'm getting 2 days in a row now, the same feeling. So I'm happy that I went ahead and did it again. I don't think I needed to do it again because my instincts were right. But I couldn't believe that it actually had that kind of, you know, spice to it. Again, it's a flavorful spice. It's not like eating a fresh ghost pepper. It's not like doing a challenge. It's not, you know, it's still mild, or medium, but for what it is and what they're marketing it as, I think they nailed it. I think it's really, really, really good. So I'm going to kill the video with that. I appreciate you guys for burning with me and being here. And yeah, good job, Jack in the Box. That was good. All right, y'all. We'll see you on the next one. Oh, let me end it.